Each week, we welcome to our NfG stage one of our highly talented members or special guests with something designed to help you and your business. And this week's guest is a legend, a design legend, a golfing legend, and a rock legend. As long as he doesn't start designing a game of playing golf with rocks, I think we're okay. His design career started in 1978, designing courses for Norwich Union for an astonishing 14 years. Then his creative flair had him designing for many well-known names over the next few decades, before establishing his current business back in 2013, named Mashuni after a Maldivian dish of tuna, onion, and coconut mix. The surprising combination of ingredients is a very reflective thing of his own wide range of skills. Always passionate about everything he does, he's always keen to improve his golf while also living a part-time rock and roll lifestyle when not on the green or with his family. As the lead guitarist of a band, the Wax Scallions, he's not unfamiliar with being center stage. And welcoming him to ours, NfG's very own legend, that is Andy Taylor. Morning, Andy.
Thank you very much. Okay, so to set the scene, I'd like to refer you to Yamila's support tagline for unique marketing. Be bold, be brave, and be different, as this totally defines what you need to be if you want your company to be elevated above the competition. But I would add a fourth little element to these, and that's be disruptive. It's great if a business employs the services of a marketing professional or a designer, as that demonstrates an understanding that they need to be more professional in the way that they communicate to the outside world. And any investment in these services should always bring about a decent return on that investment. But in some instances, if they allowed a professional to be really creative, it demonstrates a desire to want to do something different. And this will increase their business visibility, their inquiries, and their sales. But if you really want to stand out from the competition, then you need to do something disruptive, something unexpected, something that grabs attention, imagination, and stimulates more interest. So much so that the receivers of this form of marketing will take action. They will tell others, and these people in turn will tell people they know. And so your exposure increases. So what does being disruptive mean in a marketing capacity? Well, we now live in a world where conversations and storytelling win over hard selling. People focus on feelings, shared values, and generally what is going on in our world. So creativity in this regard is like a cornerstone of growth. In a recent Wonderman survey, 90% of people in the UK want to engage with brands that are setting new standards, are going beyond the expected and pushing boundaries. In this setting, and you need to just go back to the first slide, Richard, please. Be bold, be brave, be different. Great. Thank you. In this setting, traditional marketing has to be replaced by disruptive marketing that's daring and breaks the status quo. So from a global perspective, disruptive marketing means turning all the marketing rules upside down, shaking things up a bit and changing perception, not only about their company, but also about the industry as a whole. Moreover, disruptive marketing encourages companies to think the whole brand and not just its advertising and marketing campaigns. They have to be ready to actually change their business model, their product or service, and the message that they communicate to consumers. It can be a risky mission, but doing what you've always done can be even riskier. Next slide, please. Okay, so here are some examples of disruptive marketing. It's becoming more prevalent now, which is brilliant, but companies like IKEA, Sainsbury's and Purcell have been doing things recently to make people more aware of the need to change the way we live in order to help save the planet. So Sainsbury's, the one on the right, encouraging people to eat more vegetables, but doing it in such a way that uses ingredients such as boiling soup to resemble a raging volcano, or steamy broccoli to resemble a misty rainforest, or the skin of a honeydew melon to resemble a drying out desert. IKEA showing the enormity of the problems we all face, but concentrating on just doing small things to make a difference. The inference being that if we all do small things, then this will make a massive difference. And Purcell encouraging people to go out and get dirty by planting more trees, appealing to people's sense of responsibility rather than the old way of promoting the product. So, disruptive marketing. Did you get the video link, Richard? Don't play it yet. If you did, I'll WhatsApp it. Disruptive marketing is that loud and sometimes annoying friend that says what we're all secretly thinking. As an example, the Dollar Shave Club turned subscription-based marketing into a huge trend by offering razors for $1 a month. But the reason they found such success wasn't because of the pricing, it was because their founders want to address a common complaint. They were tired of expensive razors with ridiculous packaging and features like torches and fancy coatings and salad slices built into the handle, but still an average shave. So here is an example. I'm just going to WhatsApp Richard, oops, if I can. It's a shame I can't share my screen. Have you got it, Richard? Speak to me.
I haven't.
Right, okay. All right, I won't show you that video. It was a really funny video because, yeah, for whatever reason, technical problems. But have a look at it. The Dollar Shave Club video, it is brilliant. And it really is a good example of why disruptive marketing really, really works. This is all well and good if you've got, next slide, please, Richard. All very well and good if you've got massive budgets. But how the small companies basically approach their marketing in ways that stand out. What can a smaller company do to be bold, brave, different, or disruptive? Well, you need to think outside the box. You need to think about what is the norm in your space and then do something that is unexpected. So be bold, create intrigue or something unexpected. These two companies are a good example. One wanted something different, the other didn't know they wanted something different until they tried it. So Yaesu, the one on the left, they make and sell amateur CV radios. Their competition do exactly the same. They attend the same exhibitions, they advertise in the same bland radio magazines, and aside from pricing, there is not really very much to tell one company apart from another. Yaesu, they asked me to do something different to launch a new brand, a top-of-the-range radio that wasn't going to be available for 3 months from the release of the advert. The magazines they advertise in are all the ones that would appear on Have I Got News For You. They are obscure and boring. This advert was a teaser and based around their history, their DNA. The vibrant colours alone enabled it to stand out from any other ad in the mag. But the fact that there was no picture of a radio in the ad also created much attention. It excited people, it worried the competition, and it generated more inquiries than any other their adverts. Similarly, the image of the open road with the headline, "The Best Bike Ever," was also very unexpected, even for the client. And after much persuasion, he reluctantly agreed to run this ad. The response was immense. He had more inquiries from this ad than any of his bike flooded ads. And the only clue to the motorcycle it refers to is in the small print at the bottom and the white Ducati logo at the top right. The ad was all about the feeling bikers have when presented with a road such as this. It excites them. I think, man, what a road. What is the bike that will allow me to gain maximum enjoyment from being on such a road? It's simple, but in marketing terms, it works. And for me, it was also really interesting that both Honda and Harley Davidson both posted similar ads the following month. The next one, Rich, honestly, he had one job to do. Step outside your comfort zone. Like this amazing company, they invent things. They are geniuses, and the stuff that they invent has the capacity to change our world. The two brochures both designed by me, but one worked and one didn't. The version on the left was exactly what the client wanted, but the language used was too technical, and the imagery is what every other IoT company uses. Whilst it looks great, it didn't open doors, as the receiver just didn't get what this company did. It didn't tell the story why this company was so different, and it focused on them rather than the customer. The version on the right changed that, right? What they do is like child's play to them. And the CTO is a technical genius with a mischievous side to him. He's super friendly, playful. He likes to have a laugh. And when he speaks in a way that's really easy to understand. So everything in the company brochure had images of kids playing with stuff. The copy was written in layman's language, which everybody understood. And because it was so different for a tech company, it stimulated interest and the recipients read it, and this led to conversations. And when sent out as part of a substantial marketing pack, it generated inquiries from people that had known the company for many years, but didn't actually realize what they did. And pre-COVID in 2020, they won a substantial contract. Next, if possible, Richard. So be different. Be humorous in a marketplace, not expecting it. These two examples are clients that asked to look at something different from their competitors for the simple reason that they wanted the marketing to reflect their personalities. Very approachable, super friendly, super helpful, bend over backwards type people who also like to have a laugh but are very knowledgeable. No bull. So they're focusing on addressing the customer's pain but not their own company's products. So this IT company wanted a landing page to sell SSD drives. What's an SSD drive? Exactly. But unless you're a techie person, you probably don't even have a clue what one of those is, let alone what it can do. Technically, it's a hard drive that makes your computer super fast. But put this into the perspective of how your life will be improved by having one installed in your computer is way more effective. You know, save time, save money, more reliable, less moving parts, less to go wrong, more portable, all meaning that you can enjoy more of life, your family, your hobbies, without the stress of a slow computer or things going wrong with it. So I used humor in this instance, but it also has an underlying seriousness that demonstrated that they were still professional. Again, it's not about the it's all about the end user and not about the IT company told in a way that they can relate to and comprehend. How am I doing for time? Next one, please, Richard. So this one, be different, simply make stuff up. Something else you can do to grab attention is simply make stuff up. It comes with a caveat to tell people that you are actually making it up for two reasons. One, legal, and secondly, there are just so many idiots out there. YBA PPC is a company that get amazing returns to their clients using Google PPC ads. But again, they didn't want to look like the competition. They wanted to do something different. They were targeting resellers of jacuzzis because they have great experience of getting really good results for jacuzzi resellers. But when it landed on a reseller's desk, they wanted to grab their attention so that they would read on, be wowed, and then ring them up. So random facts that were in fact not facts formed the headlines. So like using Google ads to increase sales of jacuzzi hot tubs guarantees you a lottery jackpot win, or will stop you going bald. Right? And inside there's a brief qualifier to say, well, of course we made that up, but too late, you're already reading, read on. And you'll be impressed with the actual facts in the form of testimonials from the jacuzzi brand director and screen grabs of their positioning in Google searches. It's simple stuff, again, but it's so effective. You just have to have the courage to go with it. Last slide, please, Richard. So to summarize, I have no clue what time I've done, but I blame it on technical difficulties. There's many other ways in which you can grab attention. Like using third parties that enhance or complement what you do. For example, partnering B1G1 allows you to leverage giving as part of what you offer. Use statistics to stimulate interest, as I recently did for a customer experience company. 84% of companies that work to improve their customer experience report an increase in revenue. Now, we wouldn't want to talk to that particular company. Do something that goes viral, like the Tango ads. If you all remember the Tango ads, loads of negatives associated with this and bruised faces, but Tango sales went up by 1/3 and people were talking about it for years. So if you follow Yamila's unique marketing mantra to be bold, be brave, and be different, with a little bit of disruptiveness in the mix, you'll find that your business gains more attention, and this should equate to more traffic, more inquiries, more football, football, more exposure, and a greater return on your marketing investment.